This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, here is Mexico's first ever undisputed world champion and renowned star of boxing. Here is a 4-division world champion and an undisputed super middleweight champion of the world, Saul Canelo Alvarez. Fighting out of the blue corner from Palmer Park, Maryland, a legend of the sport, a 5-division champion of the world, Sugar Ray Leonard.
Expectations are... And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Defense is not an option for these two. They exchange punches. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. How about that time counter shot? Oh, and now they're just rubbing it in. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
Counter punch is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just...
Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. Oh my word, Canelo just got clipped. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Alvarez in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy. Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Slightly off target. No rest for the weary. The courage on display here is incredible. This fighter focuses on those long, straight punches, staying on the outside and winning round after round.
Do not give an outside fighter time to think. You've got to make the fighter panic. You've got to rush the fighter into doing things they don't normally do.
A very competitive round here so far.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. Nice counter punch right up the middle. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Do you believe what we are seeing? You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about about Alvarez in that last round? Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fight... And there's the bell for round 3. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
You'd like to see more jabs. Straight right, just misses. Did you see that? We've never seen Canelo in this sort of trouble. What an upset here as Alvarez goes down. Wow, that impact was incredible. Let's take another look at it.
Shot from the gods, they say.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You're okay.
Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why.
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
And you knew this was coming. They're going to take a knee.
Best thing the fighter did, otherwise, you know what? Pride's going to get you knocked out.
7, 8.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? 10 seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be. Here's the bell for round 4. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
The perfect counter lands. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off the tech and everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Swing and a miss with the jab. Landing in these exchanges, Judge is going to have a tough job.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
They threw the hook. It didn't land. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Apparently hitting his opponent in the face isn't enough. He wants to rub it in. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. Time for the 5th round. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They're going to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Middleweights always gives us a class. If you've got two class middleweight fighters, you're in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
Incredible work rate. Beautiful counter shot. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. Good defense stopping that jab. So he's going to taunt here. I don't know if that's the wisest strategy. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. How about Alvarez in that last round? There's the bell to start round 6. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Fighters certainly not going to outthrow their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
That counter shot lands. You can see the heavy... Leonard took a big shot and down he goes. And as you can see here, a picture-perfect punch did the trick.
A shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You all right?
Showing a lot of heart to beat the count there.
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
The straight right just misses. That one lands. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got some work to do. Let's talk about Sugar Ray Leonard in that last round. Here we go. It's round 7. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
Look back in the history books, some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there, these guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. But it hurts, and you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Not so tense anymore, trying to loosen things up. I like it. Just misses with that uppercut. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. And now they're trying to get into their opponent's head. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. In that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
The bell sometimes...
There's the bell to start round 8. After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab. Rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Nice counter. Beautiful counter punch. He threw a punch and just got countered. Good counter punching. This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Unlucky to miss with that uppercut. Oh, a little rope-a-dope here. His stamina is off the charts. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. And that body shot folded him like an old T-shirt.
I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
What a dominant performance, and it shows up on the judges' scorecards as a unanimous decision victory.
This is the last thing we expected. What a fight, what a style, what a pace to get a unanimous decision. That is mad. I didn't see that coming. I thought this...